Dajahao, my name is Garrick, and welcome back to Taiwan, Laowai. So at long last, you have reached the end of my videos from my big vacation in South Taiwan in the summer of 2023. I certainly hope you had fun. I certainly had fun making them. So I hope it was enjoyable on that side of the screen as well. Now, as of me recording this video, not all of those videos are out. I think we're about halfway through Kaohsiung at the point that I'm making this video. But if you've stuck around this channel a lot, you know we like to plan in advance. That's a lie, we don't always plan in advance, but this time we are. Because now that we're done with my summer 2023 trip, it is time to embark on our next big vacation. And smash cut, location change. So the bus showed up while I was recording, so we hopped on there and we are heading to the train station now. Anyway, since our last vacation was heading all the way to the south of Taiwan, I think it's only fair that our next vacation is heading all the way to the north. So we are going to be spending a few days in the city of Keelung, or I think it's also pronounced Keelung, depending on what accent you use. This is not the absolute north of Taiwan, but it is the northernmost sizable city. Everything above here is like small towns, farms, countryside, and mountains. It's a lot smaller than Kaohsiung or Tainan or most of the cities I visited in my last vacation. I don't know too much about it. From what I've seen, it's a pretty big fishing port city because it's, right on the harbor. It's also going to be a much shorter vacation than last time. Summer 2023, we were out for a whole 2 weeks. This time we're just out for a long weekend. Right now it is currently Thursday when we are heading to the train station. So we're gonna get there Thursday afternoon, spend the rest of Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, and then we're gonna head back Sunday morning. So this is not gonna be anywhere near as long to get all these videos out as my last vacation was, which I'm sure some of you are thankful for. Regardless, I am very excited. It's been too long since I've gotten out and about like this, and I cannot wait to explore another part of Taiwan that I have not really been to yet. I just hope it doesn't rain too much because the weather forecasts have not been promising. But we remember how that went my last vacation, so we will see. Anyway, that's enough yapping from me. I'm gonna get over to the train station, maybe grab a bite to eat along the way. We are going to head right up north to the city of Keelung. See you there. Oh yeah, one more thing I should probably mention as I'm waiting for my train in the train station. I am setting out on April 4, 2024. And in case this is too far in the future for you to know what that means, that is a day after the big 7.5 magnitude earthquake that just hit Taiwan, like yesterday. That was a pretty wild experience, I'm not gonna lie. I live in Taiwan, which is on the west side of the island. The epicenter of the earthquake was on the east, so we didn't get hit too badly. But my room did shake for like 30 seconds. It was wobbling around. And when I went to my place of work, there were quite a few cracks in the wall, like structural damage. So it was a little intense, but we're basically all right where I am. That said, Keelung is on the east coast, closer to the epicenter of the earthquake, so the damage there might be a little more intense. I am not sure how, if at all, that will affect my vacation here. Hopefully things aren't too bad over there and everyone's still carrying along pretty well, but I guess we will see. Okay, one last location change because we're getting a bite to eat. This is a fried chicken bun, sort of in the style of pork belly guabao, which I think you've seen in a couple of my videos, but as you can tell, this is like fried dough and fried chicken instead of pork belly, so it looks very tasty. I was hoping to save my first meal of the day for Keelung, but we're heading out pretty late. It's gonna be like probably close to 3 p.m. by the time we arrive, so we gotta have a snack to tide us over. Cheers. It's a very good fried chicken, I gotta say. Something I like about Taiwanese fried chicken is the spice blend that they like to put on the outside. I'm pretty sure it's just like salt and pepper and maybe a couple other things, but it really sort of lights up your mouth without being that spicy. And let's try a bite of the bun itself. That literally is just a bao bun that's been deep fried. with maybe some kind of coating on top. That's really funny. This is like a grease bomb in all the best ways. It's actually not that greasy though, which is very surprising to me. Although you can see in here they've got like the usual pickled veggies and stuff that you'd get with a normal pork belly bow, so it's not all carbs. That's a good start to the day. I think that means we're going to be in very good hands. Fingers crossed. Alright, and now, for real, the next time you see me, you will be on the train heading straight to Keelung. See you there. Alright folks, it's about 3:10, and we have arrived at last in Keelung. And I have found that it is indeed pronounced Keelung, even though it's spelled with a K. Oh, romanization, what do we do? And yes, as you can tell, it is indeed raining. Not too badly, I'd say it's a bit of a mild drizzle, but yeah, it is definitely going to be hard to take videos as I walk while lugging around my umbrella and my suitcase. But we will make do, because this is our first foggy, rain cloud, blurred sight of this city. And I want to take it all in. We are going to pass by the pier pretty soon. The train station is like right next to the harbor, so we'll make sure to catch sight of that as we go. Gotta say, this is already a lot more bustling than I was expecting. I mean, we've got a big old stretch of road here, and it sounds like there's some sort of concert going down over there. So yeah, small city or no, it still looks like there's plenty to do here, which I am very happy about. Luckily, it's a pretty short walk to my hotel from here, so we will not spend too much time getting drizzled on. Alright, as you can see, we are here at Keelung Harbor. And it's a little hard to tell in the fog, but that literally is the ocean right over there, past the boats. Obviously not too many boats going out in this weather, but hey, it's nice to see. Alright, well the good news is it felt like the rain was starting to slow down a little bit, so hopefully we can get a little clear spot for some evening activities. With that said, we have arrived at the Guodu Hotel, and this is definitely a bargain place. Like, I'm renting this room for 3 nights. It's gonna cost a little over 3,000 NTD, and it's very small. It's just this one room. The bed doesn't even have covers. There's like an AC, a fan, what else? All the plugs, as you can see, are 2-pronged. They're not 3-pronged. Some of them are a little popping out of their sockets. There's also no elevator, so you have to like walk up a few very narrow flights of stairs if you've got one of the higher rooms, like a room on a higher floor, as I do. So suffice to say, you can do better with hotel options in Keelung. I think that is pretty obvious. But hopefully I will be out and about far more often than I will be crashing in here, so it probably evens out alright. Alright, so the first thing I want to do is I want to track down an adapter for my computer charger, my laptop charger, because it is a 3-pronged plug and I'm only seeing 2-pronged sockets in here. So I would prefer not to have my laptop run out of juice in the middle of vacation. That would not be fun for anyone. So I'm gonna get settled in, all y'all hang tight. I will see you when the next interesting thing happens. Take care.
1 hour later.
Alright, we have found success, people. We have got a charger adapter for my laptop. It is now working just fine. Everything, in fact, is working just fine. So it's a little past 4 o'clock right now. We headed out around 12:50, I want to say, so it's been like 3 hours and 15 minutes to get from Taiwan to Keelung and get settled in. Got the fan blowing, the rain is still going, but it's still not too bad. I think we have made a good showing of it. Also, I should mention, while the accommodations here themselves are not the best, the lady who runs the place is very nice. She was able to help me out with a couple things, get me like a surge protector for all my electronics free of charge. So she's very nice. This is definitely not a place to go to if you are more than one person traveling. This is like, you are one guy on the road looking for a quick place to cash. That's the... What did I even say there? I may be tired. Point is, there are lots of better hotels around here. This is the cheaper option, but it works for me. I'm fine with it. C'est la vie. So I'm gonna crash in here for maybe 30-40 minutes, get myself sort of settled into the atmosphere, and then I will get up and about and take my first real walk around Keelung. See ya then. I also gotta remember, it's Keelung, not Keelung. I've been looking at it on Google Maps for so long. The Englishization has been burned into my brain more than the actual way you pronounce it out loud, so I'm gonna have to work on that. Keelung, not Keelung. Keelung. Okay, see ya later. My energy has returned. That was a lovely rest. There was a bit of drama with a gigantic buzzing insect that somehow found its way into my room. I'm serious, it looked like a giant killer hornet or something, jeez. But it's alright, it's dead now, it's a little past 5:30, and it's time to do one of our favorite things to do, go to a night market. As it so happens, our hotel is literally just a 5-minute walk away from Keelung's MiaoKou night market, which is the iconic night market of this city, and every guide I checked out said you absolutely have to go there. As a matter of fact, it looks like we are already hitting the outskirts of it right over here. Alright, so we're gonna wander around, grab some dinner, and see if there's anything particularly interesting at this night market. Let's have some fun. Our first nosh of the night, a corn cup. I've seen this at a lot of night markets before, but this is my first time trying it. It's basically just corn in a cup with, other stuff. This is the cheese corn in a cup, so there's some cheese and some pepper on top. Not really sure what else there is to describe. It's corn in a cup. As always, it is awkward eating these things while on the go, but we do our best. I mean, it's corn and it's cheese whiz, That's a perfectly lovely combination, if you ask me. It's weird. I've always had, mixed feelings about corn off the cob. I know, I sort of prefer eating it on the cob. This is quite nice. This is better than the stuff you would normally get out of a can. So I approve. Cost was 75 NTD. I think that's a pretty fair, all things considered. It's gonna get me nice and full without spending too much money or eating too much, which might not be exactly what we want, but hey, it is vegetables, so... Right, and I also see a strawberry daifuku stand right over the way, so I'm going to finish this and then grab some dessert from there. Peace. Alright, here we are, strawberry daifuku. This is one of my favorite little desserts. It's a whole strawberry dipped in chocolate, encased in mochi, maybe dashed with a little powdered sugar. It is such a delightful treat. I can never have enough of them, truly. It's 30 NTD for one, so these two cost me 60 NTD altogether. I think that's gonna be well worth it. Alright, so this one is not encased in chocolate, it's encased in something else. Can't quite tell what it is, probably some sort of fruit paste, but it's still quite tasty. There's something about how chewy the mochi is suddenly giving way to this vibrant, expressive pop of sweetness that is the strawberry in the center. It's a really fun eating experience. Alright, we're at 135 NTD for the night so far. Still plenty more market to check out. Let's see what there is to see. Ah, the smell of stinky tofu is in the air. That's always a good sign. Also, we got some bamboo juice for 55 NTD. I'm becoming quite fond of bamboo juice. It's like a very particular kind of light and refreshing and sweet. God, this place is nuts. I was able to grab a seat, thankfully. Alright, so we've got two different things to nosh on. First, we have this massive fried shrimp ball with other stuff inside. I think the picture showed there was a bunch of veggies as well, maybe an egg yolk. 70 NTD, no idea what to expect. Let's get to it. I don't think I got any shrimp in that bite. It was all like bean sprouts at the top. Let me try again. Yeah, there's the shrimp. Oh, so those aren't bean sprouts. Those are like those tiny little glass noodles I think I've seen in a bunch of different places. It's sort of like spring roll ingredients, but fried in a big massive dough ball instead of a rice paper wrapper. It's alright. It's not my favorite thing in the world, I will admit, but I'm not complaining. Oh yeah, as you can see, there is a fried egg in there as well. Sort of like an everything ball. Alright, so the other thing we've got, which I'm very excited for, is a big-ass pork belly sandwich. You can see it's got like big old scallions on it as well, a little bit of chili. This was 80 NTD, and just from the heft of this in my hand, I think it's gonna be well worth the price. Cheers. Whoops, got some non-rendered cartilage in that bite that I had to spit out. That's one downside of Taiwanese meats. They do not filter out their like cartilage and, you know, squishy, inedible bits as extensively as we're used to in the West, so you do have to watch out for those while you eat. It was very good though. Our pork belly is very unctuous. Scallions and the chili peppers give it a bit of bite. The bun itself is pretty cool too. It's like sort of a mix texturally between a hot dog bun and, you know, a classic bao bun. It has a solid structure, but it's also very squishy and gives easily, so it's very easy to get down. It's a very satisfying sandwich, let me tell ya. Alright, so between the bamboo juice, the shrimp ball, and this monstrosity here, I believe our price tag is now up to 340 NTD altogether. We are racking up a pretty penny already, but isn't that the fun of vacation? Also, good news, it did in fact stop raining, so we can carry on much more easily than before. So I'm going to finish up here, and I'm going to keep walking because there's still plenty more to see. Cheers. But you know what they say, it's not a party without some water ice. And good lord, look at this monstrosity. This is strawberry milk flavored, cost was 60 NTD. I'm feeling very optimistic about this guy. I also want to shout out how in this part of the market, all the stalls have names atop them so you can pretty easily see what food to find at each station. It's very handy. Anyways, water ice. No way to really use a spoon while I've got my phone up, so let's dive right in. Oh. Holy cow, that's really good. That's so strawberry forward. It's got the sweetness from like the condensed milk flavor. Oh my god. This is already one of the best night markets I have ever been to. Y'all were not kidding about this one. Wow. My goodness, that was a really fun time. I may have to set aside another night to go back there because I definitely did not try out all the things that looked interesting. Heck, I'm pretty sure I barely even showed you all the stuff that looked interesting, so yeah, we may have to make another night of it. Hopefully there's enough time in my schedule to account for that. At any rate, the addition of the water ice, our total cost for this market trip was about 400 NTD. Considering all the stuff I got, I'd say that is a very worthwhile investment. That's going to be the end for this video, but not the end for the night altogether. I'm going to do a little sightseeing in the dark, because that sounds fun. It is good to be out and on vacation once again. I cannot wait to see what else this city has in store. So for now, thank you so much for joining me at Taiwan Laowai. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, smash the bell, all that good stuff. And as always, I will see you next time. 再见. Bye-bye!